issue, and I decided to actually make another live, but all in all, we want to make this video. So for those of you who have been with me, you're welcome. You can come back. We have a few discussions here regarding the maize milling business, how much you need, what you need to do when it comes to starting this kind of business. How much capital do you need to set up this business? How much capital do you need to set up this kind of business? So we have been disturbed by, I think, by the orientation. So I decided to bring my life in this format. Maybe the network might not disturb us, but we were chased by the network from the other version. You know, YouTube has introduced the horizontal way of making a live, so I wanted to try that out. Yeah, but for now, I think we are set to go. We can have our discussion here. If you have anything regarding maize milling business, please kindly feel free to ask me right away before I set up for this live. Let me know if there is something you want to know regarding the maize milling business. Let me know in case there is something you want to know regarding the maize milling business. If you're watching me and you're part of those people who have ever asked me any question related to the maize milling business, please kindly feel free to drop your question in the comment section. Maybe I can have this opportunity to answer you. You can have an opportunity hello. May I know where you're watching me from, please? I would like to discuss today about the maize milling business. In case you're one of those people who have ever felt like you want to know more regarding the maize milling business, this is the right video for you. We are going to discuss about the general setup of the maize milling business. We shall look at the machines you need to set up the maize milling business. We shall look at the materials, and we shall look at the marketing tips for your maize flour. So generally, this video is going to handle the entire maize milling business tips. So feel free to let me know where you're watching me from. And in case you have any questions, if you are among those people who have ever wondered or wanted to ask me something related to maize milling, this is the video. This is where we are going to have our interactions from. And I would love to know where you're watching me from before we start the video. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're watching me from. Hello. I kind of like the live. like the live. In case you're among those people who have ever asked me any question related to the maize milling business, this is the video. So I want us to have interactions. It's not a one man's video. So I want to have interactions with you. You ask me anything related to maize milling business. Right from the general setup, we look at the machines, material, and also the marketing tips. I'm going to tackle these four things regarding maize milling. General setup, what you need if you are thinking, if you have an idea and you want to enter into either commercial maize milling or you want to set up a maize mill for the community where you'll be collecting some money for just helping people mill their maize or cassava or millet or anything. What does it require? Which machines do you need? What are the materials? And also, how are you going to market your business? Kindly like the live, and I would really love to know where you are watching me from. Yes, my name is Michael, and I'm right here in Uganda. And I'm very, very pleased. I have clients here and subscribers from all walks of life: Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, South Sudan, Nigeria, Ghana, Malawi, Zambia, Mozambique, and a lot. So I would love to actually know where you are watching me from right now. Where are you watching me from? 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 Can you like the live? Like the live. That's so much important. When you like the live, it gets suggested to other viewers. Kindly please like the live, like the live, like the live. I want to see you like the live so that we can start our video and finish it in few minutes. Yeah, and I would love to really know where you're watching me from. Just feel free to interact with me. I want to read your comments here. Where are you watching me from and what exact thing, if you have a specific thing you want me to tackle regarding the maize milling business, you put it in the comments section. I would love to actually see that. Well, I will start right away with our video as planned. I have made several videos, by the way, regarding the maize milling business. I've made several videos regarding the maize milling business, but I still get a lot of questions when people actually come to my inbox. I get lots of questions asking me first about what it requires for someone to set up a maize milling business, as in general capital. Many people ask me about machines, which production capacity of the machines that are available, how much those machines actually cost. People ask me, if you want to set up the maize milling business, which stock should you have at first for your production. People ask for packaging. People ask how they can enter into the market. I'm going to be brief in all these things I'm going to discuss about, but I will make sure I will tackle everything. Maybe you can get a hint. But if you are here and you have ever thought about setting up a maize milling business, I would love to see your specific question, something you exactly want me to talk about. Can like the life, like the life, like the life, like the life. This helps me. Likes for you, you might see when you like the life, it doesn't add anything on you. But to me, it's very, very important. When you like the life, you're not just expressing your emotions, you are helping this video to be discovered by other people. That's why I still encourage you, please just like, thumbs up, like the live, like the live. So we are going to start up with the general setup of the maize milling business. Most people, when we talk about the maize milling business, we are trying to be specific on maize, but these machines can mill a variety of things. Anything you put in, apart from stones, it will mill maize, it will mill cassava, it will mill millet, and other cereals that are available, sorghum and anything. So we specifically say maize milling because we know this is the major purpose as to why you want to purchase these machines. But they are multi-purpose machines and can mill a range of things. So what is the general setup of the maize milling business? If you are thinking about uh, if you're thinking about setting up a maize milling business, what do you need to have at hand? Kind of like the live, guys, like the live. I would like to know who is watching. That's very important for me to have this physical interaction with you. So when you come in my inbox, I will definitely know I was talking to this kind of a person, and this time round the person has managed to come to my inbox to discuss further about something I was discussing here. So it's very important for you to actually put a comment here on the video and actually let me know where you are watching me from. So the general setup of a maize milling business, you need space. The first thing you need is space. So when you talk about space, this could be, this is termed as the location, location or address. You need to have an address for your business. So this address, we are going to look at majorly two things when you are looking at the address for your business. If it is a maize milling business and you want to look for the best location where you can set up this business, a lot of factors that people look for when they are choosing location for their business. Others look at accessibility of roads, others look at customers, others look at the nature of the soils, others look at um, uh, uh, how near it is to the main road. But when it comes to us here setting up our maize milling business, we shall only look at two major factors. We shall only look at two major factors. One is um, availability availability of raw materials, and the second is availability of raw materials. That is our first major factor. We are going to look at setting up our maize milling business or our milling business in general. Availability of raw materials, and the second factor is market accessibility. We are looking at where are you going to get the raw materials that you want to mill, even if it is millet, maize, sorghum, whatever. where where are those materials? Where are those materials? If you're not going to enter into commercial production, do people in your area where you're going to set up this machine have the inputs, what they are going to bring to your machine for milling? Do they have? Do they grow maize? Do they grow sorghum? Do they grow cassava? So are you going to get customers in real sense? Are you going to get customers? That is number one, availability of raw materials. Second, we are going to look at market accessibility. How far is your production unit to the market center? Nowadays, the business world has actually drastically changed, and it is really challenging. Today, even if you are staying deep in the village, even if you're staying deep in the village, you'll find there are some vehicles that actually deliver these products we're talking about. So, market accessibility, how far is it? How much does it cost? For example, if I locate my business, my maize milling business here, and someone asks for a 10-kilogram bag of maize flour, how far is it from your production to your customers. Why do I look at these two things when it comes to choosing a good location for our business? Because we want to avoid what we call double costing. When production costs are overwhelming, when costs are too much, your production costs are too much, definitely it will force you to raise your prices in order to meet your costs. So if you want to make profits, of course, you raise your prices, deduct the costs so that you can get the profit. So it means if you don't consider any of these two things, you just say, I want to begin milling maize in my home. For example, that's where you have land. And because you have land at your home, so you want to locate your machine there. But remember, you need to get the maize flour from very far. That is transport. You'll put in too much transport to bring in the materials, the raw materials. Then after milling, you will need again to transport the finished products, now the maize flour, to the customers, to the market. It means the costs of transport will be too much, and that will force you to increase your prices so that you can meet your costs. And remember, there are smart people in the market who are actually minimizing costs. It simply means it will be hard for you to compete with them in the market. And that definitely might lead to a serious problem for your business. It will be hard for you to compete those smart businessmen and women already in the market. So basically, you are supposed to look at majorly two considerations when you are looking at your business location. Look at availability of raw material as number one, and then market access. Avoid double costing. You must choose to locate your business in any of these two positions, either where there is raw material or where there is market. Now, that one is done. We have finished with the general setup, and we are looking at location, space, or address. That's done. So we are looking at now, secondly, machines. For those people who want to make grade 1 maize flour, grade 1 maize flour, you will majorly need two machines. I'm talking about the beginners. I'm not talking about a very big factory. For those of you who are beginning, you need majorly two machines. So you need machines, you need the maize mill and maize huller. So the maize huller, many people have been asking me, what is the maize huller and what is it for? The maize huller is the machine that removes the coating, the top part of the maize, so that you can make grade 1. Used to eat maize, they could just put maize in the machine, and whatever comes out is what is consumed. But this time around, things have changed. There is grade 1 maize, and most of people call it super. And to make that, you are supposed to remove the coating of the maize. Then you'll put the broken again in the machine to produce the grade 1 maize flour. So you need two machines. And in the market today, according to our pricings, we have these two machines approximately at minimum. You need to have a 14.5 million. You need to have at least 14.5 million. You can get a maize meal at 7 million. Yes, the starting maize meal that can produce for you half a ton per day. It can produce half a ton. You can get that machine at 7 million. Then we can also get a maize huller of 7.5 million. At least at the beginning, if you're a beginner and your capital is still small, those are the machines you need to set up your maize milling business. So now If you want to enter into commercial production, you definitely need a license because maize flour is food, is consumable. So you'll definitely need to have a license. You need to secure a license to allow your product to enter into the market. They must test it for safety, and of course, that is an additional procedure, and of course, it will require you to take some steps to register your business and also to secure a license for safety of your maize flour in the market. So then we look at the material now, and here our material is actually maize. How do you source for maize from the community, and how do you ensure that you profit from it? There are a lot of people who are doing stocking business. They buy the maize when the prices are low and actually wait until the prices rise, so they sell out the maize. So they know how to play that trick. That's the same strategy you are going to use for your maize milling business. If you want to favorably compete with existing players in the market, you need to be smart on this point also. You need to know when the prices of maize are very, very low, then you will stock enough maize that will take you through the entire season. Then that means when the prices keep increasing, your profits will keep actually multiplying. That's why you're supposed to be strategic. That's why I normally tell people, if you are not stable on your capital, if your capital is still small, don't enter into manufacturing. You can start dealing in maize flour at the beginning, or stocking business, or a store. Then later on you can advance to manufacturing. Then there is what we call there is also, if you want to enter into commercial maize milling, you need a packaging, and also you need the packaging machine, but that will become somewhat expensive for you. So at the beginning you can use manual methods to make sure that this one is covered. But the packaging machine, the one that seals on the top, is not expensive. It is at 600,000 minimum. You can get it at 600,000. So that's not expensive. So we are entering into marketing. How do you launch your product, your maize flour product in the market? This is another challenging part. As I told you today, marketing is very, very dynamic. Many people are sending these products direct to the final consumers. They move up to to deliver. Think about marketing of your maize flour. You must get means of transport. That's a must. You must ensure you have means of transport. So I'm not saying you have a big lorry or whatever, but of course bringing in maize will cost you, and also delivery of this maize to customers will also cost you. So it's better for you to think about having your own means of transport before entering into commercial maize milling production. So you have to ensure you have your means of transport. Then another trick you can use is to have outlets. You can set up outlets even if you don't have direct customers, but have outlets out, say, there. That one will help you to actually make sure that these products go nearer to the retailers. So when people come, you can have outlets like stores where you'll be stocking your maize flour, so that people can access your maize from there. But if you want to start this business and first have some good taste, start milling maize for the community, because there are licenses for production, licenses for safety, and also there are some other hidden costs that I may not explain here. But literally, if you have 20 million Uganda shillings, I'm not encouraging you to enter into commercial maize milling business, because it will disturb you. The bureaucracy is long and you might find difficulties. At least if you want to enter into commercial maize milling business, at least have like 50 millions with you, so that you can buy somewhat advanced machines, and production should be more, because you have to stock maize, you have to buy the packaging and some other machines. If you enter into a commercial production, of course that will consume some good money, but most people, we can start small with only a milling maize for the community. Those are the most common maize milling machines. So for now, I would love to say bye-bye. Thank you so much to those who have watched me up to this far. I'm signing out from this video. Maybe in case you have anything you want to ask me later on, you can come to my inbox, you can come to my WhatsApp. My number is in my bio. You come and we discuss. But most people who ask me about maize milling, they think when you have the machine, that's all. No, there is another bigger process you need to take in order to come out with quality maize flour and at the same time distribute your products in the market. If you don't have transport costs, you don't have quality machines, you better go into commercial distribution of maize flour, because you can start from there. Then later on, when you understand the dynamics of the business, you can think about also start milling this maize yourself. So for now, I think it's time up. I would love to say bye-bye. Have a good night. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And I would love to tell you that our channel has grown now to over 6,000 subscribers. And that's not something small. I thank you. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for subscribing. And we meet in other episodes of the videos. Have a nice time. Bye-bye. Let like the life. Subscribe, like, comment. Let me know where you're watching me from. We can now do some casual talks. Our live is actually done. If you are just joined us, our live is done. We are just in casual talks. I would love to know where you're watching me from, and I would love to connect with you. Thank you so much for following. Kindly subscribe, like the live, and subscribe. Maybe like the live, subscribe, and you can ask me any questions regarding the video we have just finished. You're free to ask me any questions, and please don't leave this channel minus subscribing. That will not be something good. Don't leave this channel minus subscribing. I want us to reach 10,000 subscribers before this year ends. That's my biggest prayer, and that's my goal. So each and every subscription I get from you people counts. So like the live, subscribe. You can put any comments in the comment section. I would love to know where you are actually watching me from. Yes, can let me know where you're watching me from. Like the live. Let me know where you're watching me from. Like the live. Okay, bye-bye. Let's go to Facebook. Yeah, we're going to do a video on Facebook right away from here. So bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.